I'm Jo.
And I'm Lex.
And welcome to Life of Jo&Lex.
Alright, so we're just going to do a natural everyday look tutorial today. We're just going to do just a little bit of foundation, you know, just the daily. And then a little bit of eyeshadow. And then we're going to use pink, my favorite color. And so, here we go. So first we're going to start by wetting our sponge. And this helps blend the base and the concealers to make it look all even. We're going to brush up our eyebrows and clean them up a little bit. We use the Brow Wiz by Anastasia. You can get this at Ulta or Sephora. We're taking our pencil, we're drawing a solid line underneath and creating our arch on top. And once you do so, you can just fill this in, the extra parts that aren't really colored in. And notice I'm not really touching like the front of the eyebrow because I don't want to make it look unnatural. And just blend up. And fill in all the excess parts. And when you're doing this, make sure that you're not doing it too dark because then it won't look as natural. And now the other eyebrow. And make sure that you get them even. They don't have to be twins or look identical, but you want them to be pretty much the same. Keep that natural look. And brush it to clean it up and even it out and blend. You do that on both eyebrows after you fill it in. Make sure there are no gaps. And we're going to use the Benefit Boiling Airbrush Concealer with my concealer brush. And we just use this to clean up our eyebrows and shape them really well. It gives it a more defined shape. And I just take it under my eyebrow, the arch of my eyebrow, and above my eyebrow. And it gives it a nice clean look. And I kind of blends it up so that the eyebrows will look just more natural. Because if you keep it there, it just looks clumpy and gross. So make sure you blend your concealer really well. And now the other eyebrow, draw the line underneath, using the concealer to clean it up and sharpen it. And this totally transformates your eyebrows, it will look 100% different. And clean up that arch. And make sure you blend the concealer down again. Now we're going to take our beauty blender and blend it all in, all the extra concealer, just to clean it up a little. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to put some base over it. But you want to just get it to where it looks a little bit even. Don't judge the eyebrows. I'm not that perfect at them, but they look good, I think. Now we're going to use Makeup Forever Ultra HD. Works really good. Shake it up. And I just apply it all over my face. Most people put it on the brush or your sponge, but I prefer to put it on the face just so I know how much I'm working with. Now I take my beauty blender and I blend all over my face, and I make sure that I get all the way to the corners of my eyes, down to my neck, and into my hairline just a little bit so that it looks even and it's not any just, you know, lines. Make sure you just keep blending, blending, and blending. And you're just doing a pat-like motion. And please make sure you blend your line underneath your chin. I like to blend it into my neck and kind of by my ears so that it just flows in with my neck, because if not, you'll be walking around with two different tones. Make sure you blend the concealer under your eyebrows with the foundation as well, because if not, then it's going to look a little bit lighter than your actual base color. And remember, blend into the hairline. So now we're going to use the Naked Skin Urban Decay Concealer, and it's not so thick and it's pretty light. This is the mid-light color. I like to use it under the eyes to cover up the bags and dark circles and redness under my eyes. And I use it on the bridge of my nose because I'm going to be contouring a little bit, and I like to lighten it up. Take your beauty blender and blend it all in. Now we're going to use CoverGirl, and it's a loose powder. It is the Professional 115. And I use this to set my face. And I use a dry sponge, not a wet sponge, because it helps set it and let it stay for pretty much everything. So I just apply this under the eyes to set the concealer and base. And the other eye.
chin, the bridge of the nose, and of course the top of my forehead. And I take my Eco Tools powder brush, and I use this to blend all of my excess powder after it's sat for about 10 minutes. So I just blend it all down, blend it all around. Sorry, Joe. Blend it on my nose. And make sure you blend it like into your hairline and your neck as well, because that also, it will show up like different colors and you don't want any extra lines. Even though it's a setting powder, it will still just look uneven. So blend it on your neck. We're gonna use the IT tools. You can get them at Ulta. And I use this, it's an airbrush and concealer cut crease brush. And you can get this kit, it is a mini morph kit. You can get it offline, pretty much anywhere. But I'm going to use the light pink, the dark pink, and the red as my base color to blend it all over. Filling the lid completely with all three colors. Now the base for the other eye, and make sure that you blend it all really well, because if it looks chunky and choppy, it just, no. And again, I'm not a makeup expert or artist, so I know it doesn't look 100% good, but you know. So I just take it from the corner of my eye and I just blend it like all the way around, and it helps it just look way better and just more pignified. We're going to use the Naked Urban Decay. This is the #1 eyeshadow palette and the brush it comes with. And we're going to use the end of the brush. And we're going to take the sand color and we're going to apply it to like the inner corners of our eyes, just to give it like a natural, like just a little pop and a little sparkle. And notice this is like an everyday wear. You know, it's not something that's like too much or anything. It's just a cute, girly, pink and sparkly little look. And it matches with basically like every outfit. And we're going to take the IT tool brushes and the crease and concealer. We're going to take the concealer side and take the sin and apply it all over the crease of our eyelid, just so that I can have just a little bit of a pop. Make sure you blend it all well with like the pink, because if not, it will look just two different tones. Then we're gonna take the hot pink and we're gonna put it back in the creases of our eyes, just so we can blend the glitter and the pink all together. So I just take it and blend it across and blend it down just to clean it up a little. And the other eye. And I like to take the light pink and then just apply it all over on top of the sparkles, because the sparkles are more like a champagne color. So if you take it just on top, it kind of blends it in and makes it look like pink sparkles, I guess. Then I take the Kat Von D, the shade Light Contour, and I use the middle and the first one. I just apply it on my forehead. I don't do it too extreme. I like my makeup to look a little natural if it's an everyday look. I don't want it to be too broad or too dark. And then I take it on the cheeks and I blend it in to my hairline and I blend up. And the less is better. The more you put, the more it just looks cakey and uneven. And no one likes a cakey and uneven face. And I always tap my brush to get the extra powder off. And just blend, blend, blend. I take a little bit and I just put it like on the sides of the nose. I just blend it up just for a little contour. It's not too much, just a little bit. And I use these Eco Tools, same thing. Brush, I just blend it into the hairline. Blend up. I take the IT Tools brush and my contour kit, and I use the two outer sides of the light colors, and I use that under the eyes to lighten it up. Not a lot, it's just a natural look, you know. The bridge of my nose. And then I sharpen the sides of my contour. And then I just blend it. Then I'm going to take my Becca from Sephora. I use this Champagne Pop with my Sephora fan brush. Love this highlight. I just put it kind of like under my eyes, but not too much. And like an L shape, a 7 shape, I guess you could say. On both sides of my cheek, just for a natural little pop. And then on the nose to give it just a little blink or whatever. The bridge of my nose. Blend it down. Then I put some underneath the eyebrow, like the bone right there, the arch. It kind of just like, I don't know, I like it. Some people use it, some people don't. And then the corners of my eyes. And the top of my lip. Then we're gonna take the brow gel from Benefit, and it's clear. You can get the colored one, but for Jordan's eyebrows, we prefer the lighter one. You just put it over on top of your eyebrows, and it just blends it, and it makes it stay a little bit longer. Some people only put it just on the eyebrows, they don't fill it in, but we prefer to put it over. So we just use that to stick it, and our eyebrows last all day. Then we're gonna take the Hydrating setting spray with vitamins, and we're gonna spray our face in an X formation and under our chin. And we're gonna use this mascara. You can get it at Sephora or Ulta. And Jordan likes to start by brushing her eyelids down to get these sparkles off the top, and then just putting it on. Notice we're not putting on eyelashes or anything else. We're just putting on mascara because it's a natural, everyday makeup look. If you want to curl your eyelashes, you can. It's up to you. And just make sure you blend it so there's no like clumps. No one likes clumpy eyelashes. So yeah, this is just our everyday makeup look.
So you can find the products and the prices down below.
And you can also find your products at Sephora or your nearest Ulta. So don't forget to subscribe, like,
And comment to the life of Jo and Lex.